Up next on the Tesla Plaid channel, we got some heavy hitters. All right, next pass is this Corvette with all the body panels stripped off of it. We're out at Showtime Dragstrip. It's December 8th, 2021. A few interesting cars out here tonight. Let's see which ones we can line up with. This Challenger is all out. And I mean all out. Huge big tire slicks on here. Wheelie bars, parachute. It doesn't get much more all-out race car than this car. Big high-rise manifold, single carb, but it looks like a good size one. This looks like a 5-second car all day long. Maybe low fives at that. Maybe even 4s. All right, this is what we're running next. I'm not even sure what to call it. It's a chassis with an engine, 4 wheels, and no body.
So originally it was a 87 Corvette.
Yep.
Sat next to a trailer that caught fire.
Okay.
So pretty much the whole driver's side was melted, and the side that wasn't might as well have been. It was bad everywhere. Originally built the car to do like time attack and autocross events.
Yep.
Put it together 4 or 5 years ago. Ran it and did really well with autocross for a few years with it, and then they took away our facility that was close to my house. And then I've always been a drag racer. Had a bunch of friends I'd come out here with all the time, and I got a Cadillac CTSV, so I'd bring that and have fun, but that just wasn't getting it done. So I thought, time to switch it over, let's go drag racing. And it's it was all motor, and then it had nitrous. And then I had a smaller turbo on it, and a little bit bigger turbo on it, to where I'm at now, which basically it's a 5.3 Tahoe motor. Okay. Nothing fancy. Still got a truck intake on it. Little camshaft in it, good pistons, and a 78-75 turbo, which is getting changed out. Next time I come out, it will have a 80-85. Okay. Or no, an 85-88, sorry. Okay. T6. So I'm stepping up turbo size. I think this one I'm just kind of, I keep cramming dome pressure to it, and it, for the amount I'm putting to it, I'm not getting much return anymore, so I'm running into back pressure issues. But
is it a low compression motor then? Otherwise, I mean,
I guess about that. Not really. I mean, it's like 10.5 to 1. It's got, you know, they're flat tops, but nothing crazy. It's not super low, not super high. Runs on the E85 only. Yep. And how much boost do you have through this turbo? Right now, I think it's on 22 pounds. Okay. And I've gone 25, 27, and it really negligible returns. Yeah. But when you bump it up to the, you said 88 millimeter? Yeah, I'm hoping to run as fast as I am now on 15 pounds. I got you. You know, it's just it can carry me a lot further. Yeah. Yeah. The car after the autocross deal, got rid of the independent rear suspension and put a 488 in it, made my own 4-link setup, and double adjustable coilovers, and essentially using the homemade coilover setup I had for autocross, just with a different spring. Yeah. So what trans do you have in it? Turbo 400. Oh, nice. Yep. And what gear in the back? 327. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Stock factory Ford gear. It's, you got gear for a quarter mile and more, a little more. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got room to go. Yeah. So have you taken on the quarter, or is it pretty much an 8-mile car? Yeah, no, my best in the quarter was actually, I think that, a 557, and it went at 879 at 150. 879 at 150. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. But I like coming here. It's half the distance, half the price, twice the fun. It absolutely is. You know, I have to keep convincing people the benefits of 1/8 mile over quarter mile. You know, that's a lot easier on parts. Yeah, a lot easier on parts. All the things break after half track and the quarter. Exciting episode probably about a month and a half ago where the throttle hung wide open. Yeah. And I was racing this gentleman. Yellow Vegas, sure. Yeah, and I spun off the line, and I thought, I think I can catch him. Yeah. And I went by him at the stripe and then let off, and it didn't let off. So we take it to neutral. What do you do? Well, at first I threw the chute, and I'm like, at first I'm like, I don't think the chute come out. Yeah. And then I'm like, wow, it's got a lot of flame coming out the pipe, because it was up on, it was 8,200 on the rev limiter. Yeah. And I'm like, I am not slowing. It was weird how it slowed right down, you know? Yeah. And I'm like, I'm on the brakes for all I got at this point. Yeah. And then finally just hit the kill switch. Gotcha. It's a reverse manual, so I have like no way to quickly throw neutral, and turbo 400s are bad unless it's made for that. You throw it neutral, it'll explode. So
really,
yeah. So I just hit the kill switch, and by the time I got stopped, I had left over an 1/8 mile of black marks with the front skinnies. I ground the rims in half, and yeah, that was a little interesting. But I did find a problem of what caused it that night, even before I put it on the trailer. So that was good. Got it rectified, and it was going to haunt me forever if I didn't know what the hell just happened and why.
Was that here or Bradenton?
Yeah, it was here.
Here?
Yeah.
Dang.
But other than that, car drives like a dream.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've only got the 5.3 bottom end on there. I would have thought maybe you start with a 6.2 or something from
6.2 is too much money, and even the 6-liter, the guys, you know, a little extra displacement they think is worth twice the money somehow. And a little 4.8, 5.3. You can do the amazing things with it. So. And I got another one at home. If it kicks a rod out the side, well, so be it. You know, they're cheap.
Well, it's a very interesting build, and
appreciate it.
I mean, you really impressed me with that 5.5 pass. Obviously, my car can't touch that. I mean, 599 is the best my car has ever done.
That's absolutely flat flying, making no noise. No, it's just, it's insane.
For something off the showroom floor, it's pretty nuts.
So what do they do? They say they make what, like 1,000? They figure 1,000?
1020 horse, 1050 torque. They won't give you all the torque off the line. It's like managed.
Oh yeah, it's still plenty enough.
I mean, street tires. You know, summer.
It doesn't spin now, does it?
When the track is bad, it will.
Does it? Yeah,
and it'll cut the power. You know, it monitors it, takes it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But not a ton of cars. I guess there's a possibility of rain later. But I was going to say, if you want to go down...
But I don't think it's going to rain.
I sure hope not. I got another buddy coming out. But if you think it would make an interesting pass, if we go down, I don't know, maybe give me the move or something. That's usually where 3 or 4 tenths. That can make it at least close.
Yeah, I'm game for that.
And I think that would make an interesting video.
I'm game for that.
Cool. So what we'll do then is we won't go off the bulb at all. I mean, we'll obviously stage up, but we'll ignore green, and I'll take it into launch mode, and that way I can hit it.
As soon as you move, I'm following.
Sweet. And
don't spin.
I think you'll catch me. What's your mile an hour? Was it like 120?
122.
Okay. Yeah, I'm between 118 to 121. Similar mile an hour, but yeah, your quickness, you should catch me. Yeah,
it'll be
interesting. Yeah,
it should be a good one. Yeah, be really close.
I find a move, when I get somebody to move between 0.3 and 0.4, pretty consistently, and you're 0.5 on the clock. I'll probably have a 6-second pass if I warm it up. So, a 6:05 or something. So, cool. We ought to probably do it a little bit sooner than later while the track still has
too many people
prep.
Beat it up.
Yeah. So I'll warm it up and we'll make a pass.
How long
Kelly, right?
My name, Kelly. How long?
Andrew. 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, cool. It'll take me that long to get buckled back up. I'll get myself going.
Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Andrew.
All right, he's agreed to give me the move, which should make it a little interesting. I'm gonna wait till it's fully ready to launch. And on any second here now. That should be enough. Oh man, he's on me already, look at that. Yeah, he's got 6 miles an hour too. That should be enough. Oh man, he's on me already, look at that. Yeah, he's got 6 miles an hour too. preparing for launch forever and didn't actually come up and say ready. That was unusual. It just stopped on preparing for launch. I know I gave it enough time. It's usually 5 to 9 seconds, somewhere in there. And it felt like we were waiting more than 10. Might have just seemed that way. Hey, Tom.
606 at 120.
Thank you. Man, that thing's fast, but I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
Another
well, yeah, he only beat you by 0.08.
Okay, less than a tenth. That's respectable.
570.
120 and 122. Yeah, he agreed to give me the move. So, competitive.
All right, thank you.
He ran a 570 at 122.1, and we ran a 606 at 120.7. The reactions looked like they were about 0.3 of a second apart, which is about what we expected. That was a fun pass. We expected him to catch us. Not sure why the car didn't give us a launch mode ready message, but not sure it would have made any difference. We ran a 606, and even if we ran a 599, he still would have taken us by a couple of hundredths. So, fun competitive race. Glad he agreed to give us the move to make it interesting. Yeah, let's talk to him. Oh man, so we're taking a bit. So I certainly wasn't trying to burn you down. So I'm dropping it in launch mode, and you'll see it on the video when I post it, is usually after about 5 to 7 seconds, it'll say launch mode ready to launch.
Gotcha.
Never said it. So even when I finally gave up after about 10 seconds, it's like, you were up on boost.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I didn't want to leave
I'm just
you there
going to
very
go
long.
in a minute here.
Yeah. But it looks like your reaction was 0.3 behind mine from what I saw there. I just did
0.3. We were both
about what we expected.
Yeah, 7.5 seconds. We're killing
about a tenth apart at the finish, right? 0.8 at the finish. So
0.3. You ran a 606. I went a 570.
Yeah, but at the finish line,
the margin of victory.
Yeah, just under a tenth.
Under a tenth. Yeah.
So you pedaled for traction.
Yeah.
But once you were
that was probably about 40 to 50 foot out. It shook. I pedaled it once and it stuck.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So obviously I saw you run that 550 earlier, and that was about the same mile an hour?
122. Yep.
The same as this one.
Yep.
Well, that was a good looking race.
That was fun.
Yeah. No other interesting cars come out. Maybe we'll do it again. I mean, anything that's within a tenth makes for an interesting run.
Yeah, it was great, man. I'm like kind of peeping over, and I'm like,
yeah, I'm hoping, maybe I'll get a race with someone else to figure out what's going on with the launch control. It wouldn't have made that much of a difference. My 606, I expected to run 603 to 605. Yep. So I'm, right there. What difference would it make?
Listen, under a tenth, you can't ask for no better than that.
Right.
That's what makes it fun.
And if your car's consistent, that 08, I'm not going to get that anywhere, because 599 being my best, only 700's better than that one. So, as long as your car's consistent, but it's where traction and everything else comes in. So.
They'll be coming out with something for this, I'm sure. They'll unleash a little more somewhere. Somebody will crack it.
Yeah. And I played with tires and stuff. I put Nittos on here and different things. But it was a good run.
Fantastic, right, Andrew. Pleasure.
Thanks, Kelly.
Have a good night.
We saw this out here a couple weeks ago. Hopefully he's running better. All right, 79 Malibu is back again this week. Let's see if we can get some traction tonight. This is the Pest Control car we raced last week. It's an all-out drag car. See those big Mickeys on there? Bead locks. It's a No Time Pro Tree car. That's the Landau package. I didn't get your name last week.
Ulysses.
Ulysses. Yes. Oh, Ulysses. All right, yeah. Andrew.
Yeah, I'm trying to motor pencil again before I go to Orlando.
Oh, okay. If you can get traction tonight, I'd love to run you again.
Yeah.
And I think the trick is that we go down right after they re-prep at 8 o'clock.
Right.
So if we can be as close to the first ones down, after that I think we get a good run. Right. We only say what you want to say. This Malibu is sporting a big block on Nitrous. I can't say how many cubic inches it is, but it's got a lot of power. It's got a power glide behind it, and looks like a fogger kit. Not too much gear. Is it 389 gear?
It's in the real 389 gear.
Yeah, so it'll only go to about 1,000 feet, not quite to the quarter, with the 389 gear, power glide, and the Mickey Thompsons that you see on there. See that nitrous bottle there? He doesn't plan to spray it tonight, but we're hoping to have a close race. So even without spraying it, this should give me a run in the 8th mile. Once they re-prep the track, we're trying to be the first cars down. I'm not expecting a lot from that. Looks like an old Skyline. We want to see a fast pass here for the Malibu. Yeah, he's quick. No number on the board though. Pass like that might give me a run for my money. Good luck. All right, we got a heavy hitter right here. This big block Malibu. We need all the traction we can get on this pass. And he's ready to go. So let's come right up. Got the job done. So it really helped to be the first cars down right after they prepped it. We were absolutely the first cars on that prep, and that's a big benefit to him, of course, since he's struggling with traction a little more than I am. And in fact, the scouting report was that the right lane was a lot stickier than the left, so I wanted him to have it. I didn't want traction to be his problem. Good run.
605, 119. He only beat you by a quarter of a second.
Yeah, he's a heavy hitter too. As JJ the boss might say, we got some heavy hitters. So Ulysses in the Malibu is a no-time car. We won't see his time. We ran a 605 at 119.7, almost the same as our first pass, which was a 606. We had a 0.27 reaction on that Pro Tree. Not too bad, but he had traction, and we knew if he had traction we were going to be in trouble. That was a fun run. I'm glad we were able to get a run where he had full traction like that. Fun run. That's a great run. You had good traction, huh?
Yeah, I have good traction.
Yeah, that track was ready to go.
Yeah.
So
I still wish I could have did the trans brake. I still foot braking instead of trans brake.
Yeah. Were our reactions kind of similar? Mine was 0.27.
127, mine was 1.187.
0.18, okay, so we're within a tenth of each other there.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get a sense of how much of the difference at the finish line was reaction versus the cars.
I thought we went over. Yeah. Oh! That's not good. Almost good.
So I don't usually run Pro Tree, of course. I mean, I usually sport. But so a 1.8 to a 2.7, so we're within a tenth of each other on that. And then I think we're about 2.5 cars, maybe at the finish line, maybe a quarter of a second.
What'd you go in?
605 on that pass.
587.
587. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're running about as fast as that Green Nova's running last week. Right.
He's spraying, I'm running motor.
Say again?
I say, but he's spraying, I'm running motor.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
Right. See, when I turn on my spray, it's going to be a different animal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Right now it's all retarded, ready for the spray. Waiting on someone to guess.
Really. I'm gonna try to charge it, make a couple more, seat it up a little bit more, maybe to get a little faster.
I'm glad you had a good clean pass.
Yeah.
Because I knew last week you had a lot more than what the track would hold.
Right, and it was like all 3 passes last week. Boom.
Boom. Okay.
Boom.
That's because I wasn't here.
Right?
Actually,
That was good, man. I'm glad we were able to do
That's
it.
right.
My homework.
See you again. You coming back out?
Yeah, I'll do another one.
Okay, I'm gonna charge up some, then I'll come back.
Maybe we'll line up again.
Okay.
Well, we got a couple of good races and we were lining up a couple more, and then the skies opened up, Florida style. So, cut our night short. But thankfully we have Gainesville planned for this weekend, and we haven't been up there with the Plaid yet. Looking forward to seeing what the Gainesville crowd is like. Sorry for the rain-shortened session tonight, and we'll see you next time on the Tesla Plaid channel.